few months ago, I memorized Psalm 146. Verses 7 through the first part of verse 9 kind of really caught my attention. It says, He upholds the oppressed and gives food to the hungry. The Lord sets the prisoners free. The Lord opens the eyes of the blind. The Lord lifts up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous. The Lord watches over the alien, and He sustains the fatherless and the widow. Now, as I pondered that and thought about what those verses were saying, I thought, yes, God does do those things. And I recalled Jesus, healing people in the Bible, He touching the eyes of the blind and blind eyes being opened. I also thought about the earthquakes, with Paul and Silas in jail and how God sets the prisoners free. After I had memorized Psalm 146, I did what I suggest you do when you memorize verses. Go and do cross references of other verses in that passage. Also read the footnotes and then do maybe some commentaries, find commentaries on the topic. So that's what I did. I was digging deeper so that I could understand God's word. I found a teaching on Psalm 146. And the person was explaining, and he got to those verses that I mentioned, 7 through the first part of 9a. And he says, yes, God does these things. And he listed them as well. And he said, God does these things through people. Wow. I am ashamed to even say to you that was a kind of a new idea to me. And yet I know that, but yet I didn't know that. And it just came to mind that, yes, God does things through people. We tend to want to see the supernatural, right? We want to see God move in all of these awesome and amazing ways. We want to see the miracles. We want to see God just fall down manna from heaven and take care of the needs. But God doesn't operate that way most of the time. He operates through people, through me, through you. So I know maybe there are some of you like me who just kind of had this lofty idea of how God operated as opposed to the down-to-earth way that He actually does through people. I want to encourage you, get in His Word, memorize His Word, ponder it, get God's Word in you, because really that is the only way that we are going to be able to see what is true, what is right, how to live. God shows us how to live through His Word. Now, I have a story that goes along with this, but in order for this video not to be too long, I'm going to put that on a separate video. And I will share with you something that happened just a few weeks ago that plunged me back into these verses. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you go to part 2 of this video and hear the story. To God be the glory.